European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen assures that Russia will be held accountable for the crimes it committed in Ukraine. An international centre for the prosecution of crimes of aggression in Ukraine will be established in The Hague. At the same time, the European Union gave assurances of its continued support for Kiev.
The price cap on crude oil already costs Russia around 160 million euros a day, and we will keep on turning up the pressure further. We will introduce, with our G7 partners, an additional price cap on Russian petroleum products, and by the 24th of February, exactly 1 year since the invasion started, we aim to have the 10th package of sanctions in place.
Kiev expects tomorrow's summit to be the next step in Ukraine's integration into the Union, but Brussels has been outspoken about its demands, among which is fighting corruption in Ukraine. Foreign Minister Dmytro Kuleba spoke about foreign military support and the prospect of European Union membership in an interview with delegation.pl. Our goal is Ukraine's full membership in the European Union. Our country has shown significant progress in implementing the recommendations of the European Commission. Separately, I would like to draw attention to the far-reaching consequences of Poland's decision to transfer Leopard tanks to Ukraine. You helped us tear down another wall. Now many proactive countries have joined the armed coalition in support of Ukraine. Already, 14 countries have made commitments to Ukraine as part of the so-called armoured coalition. Among them are the United States, the United Kingdom, Sweden, Poland and Belgium. Although the government in Brussels is sympathetic to the issue, at this point it does not have an adequate reserve of tanks. The solution is supposed to be to buy back the machines from the Belgian company OIP.
I just got recently a call from the Ukraine government, so there's a lot of interest, but that's because the German government gave export licenses. We have the famous Leopard 1, it's an A5 version, it's a Belgian Leopard. Yes, we bought this approximately 8 years ago in the market. They are available over here, but we cannot use them as is, of course. We need a full retrofit. We have to look at the fire control system.
Meanwhile, the Russian Defense Ministry is preparing to increase the number of troops to 1.5 million. Currently, more than 320,000 Russians are fighting in Ukraine. The Kremlin is gradually increasing combat activity on the front. Russian troops are trying to capture positions near the strategic city of Liman. We have noted an increase in offensive actions on the part of the occupying forces at the front. The situation has become much more difficult. We have been standing firm since the beginning of the full-scale Russian invasion, from February to February. From the point of view of Russian propaganda, it is important to achieve something concrete right now. Russia wants to show that it has a chance to win, and it wants to make this plausible on the anniversary of the invasion. Formations of Russia's Wagner Group, which have been storming Bakhmut for months, are being redeployed to southern Ukraine. They are being replaced by trained units of the Russian regular army. Russian experts say that only 1 in 5 of the Wagner Group's recruited volunteers is currently capable of fighting. It made me realize that among the people you consider your compatriots, there are those who can come and kill you in an instant on someone's orders, even those you consider brothers. I have decided to publicly oppose this and bring the perpetrators of the atrocities currently being carried out in Ukraine to justice. Meanwhile, a detachment of Russian special forces has arrived in the Russian-occupied Donetsk region in eastern Ukraine. It is tasked with quelling a mutiny among Russian soldiers. Occasionally, Russians storming Ukrainian positions voluntarily surrender themselves to captivity.